Hi, this is Sharon Brennan, Cottage Lane Stamper. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from the U.S. Today I'm going to walk you through our September paper pumpkin, Hello Pumpkin. It's a cute stamp set with it. It's got some pumpkins and a witch's hat, some pumpkin faces. The ink spot is Cajun Craze. And there's a little flyer about the upcoming October paper pumpkin. Let's see what we have in here. Came in a cute little box this time, and the paper is white. Usually it's blue. So unwrap it, see what we have. Get my scissors out here. Open this up. We've got some baker's twine. Looks like there's some black and some white. Put those in a little container on the side so I don't lose them. And we've got some adhesive strips for the crackers, some glue dots, and some regular sized dimensionals. Here's our crackers. There's 20 of them, and with two different patterns, a different pattern on each side, which is nice, so we have a little bit of variety. We'll set those aside. And there's some black laser cuts with some cats and black flowers. 2 sheets of those. And 2 sheets of some lattice type thing and squirrely things in black. There are 4 sheets of this. It's got bumblebee and looks like cinnamon cider. And there are flowers in there and leaves. And there's 2 sheets of white leaves and labels. White flowers and labels, sorry. And then a couple sheets of flowers in bumblebee and in cinnamon cider. And 2 sheets of hats. 4 sheets with pumpkins and flowers and some colored labels that are all laser cut to be punched out. I couldn't tell what those were at first when I saw them on the internet. And then there's a couple sheets with some more swirly things and some laser die cut panels. And there we go. And we have our instructions. Step by step. It tells everything that's in there. And the colors that we're going to be using. And this is what the crackers look like. I'm going to punch out some of these labels. And I'm putting them in little boxes to keep them all separate because there's a lot of pieces here. So there's some small pumpkins. and some flowers with a leaf on it. Got those separated. I'm going to punch out all the little witches' hats. And now we've got some more flowers and some bumblebee and cinnamon cider, I believe. So I'll speed this up too so you don't have to watch the whole thing. Now we have a sheet of laser cut white flowers and some banners. And I'll speed this up too so you don't have to watch the whole thing. Now we have some sheets, colored sheets of some swirly things that kind of look like pumpkin vines, and some laser cut panels. Now we have 4 sheets of leaves and flowers in old olive and cinnamon cider. I have little condiment cups that I got at Target, and I'm just sorting everything into little cups. I ran out of the little boxes, but I will transfer everything into these little cups later and then put lids on them because I'm sure we'll have leftovers. So, no, there's the different things that are in each container. Got the green leaves and the cinnamon cider leaves and the Cajun craze leaves and flowers and the bumblebee leaves and flowers. And there were 4 sheets of those. It's a lot of punching. Now we're going to punch out the 2 sheets of the black laser, or actually there's 4 sheets. 2 sheets have the cats and some flowers on them, black flowers, I believe. And the other 2 sheets have black laser pieces and little black swirly things too. Now to look at the directions. For step 1, it tells you to punch everything out, and I've sorted it in little containers. In step 2, we're going to make the actual crackers. So we'll take 1 sheet, and I'm going to keep the little diamond pieces in there. I saw somebody make a like a quilt pattern out of these little diamond pieces that were, and another person made a flower out of these leftover pieces. So they're so cute, and you hate to waste them. So they're going to go into another condiment cup for another project on another day. There, that's all done. So we're going to fold it on the score lines, and because they're double-sided, you can choose whichever side you want. So half of them I'm going to do in the stripe side, and the other half in the check side. So now we'll need our little, we're going to use the bone folder and sharpen our edges here. And then we'll find our adhesive strips. I got them somewhere. Here they are. And we're going to peel a strip off. Just one strip. And oops, the adhesive did not come with the strip. I just got the backing. So now I'm going to try and peel it off with my paper piercing tool and put it on. Catch it here, and maybe if I'm lucky it'll all come off in one strip. Yep, it curled up a little bit on me, but I think we're still good to go. Just line it on the score line there on that first panel, that first fold mark. And then we'll line this up with the edge of the cracker and press it down really good and give it a nice, good seal. There we are. Isn't that cute? I think they're adorable. Then we're going to take some the black baker's twine. If I can find the end of it. There we go. And we're going to measure off 12 inches. And what's nice about paper pumpkin is they put a ruler on the inside on the instructions. So all you basically really need when you get a paper pumpkin kit, and after you get your initial box with the block in it, all you really need after that is a pair of scissors. So everything is all inclusive. So cut that off. And we'll need 2 strips. I'll cut the other one off a little bit. So we're going to wrap that around the one end of the cracker. Tie it really good. And then there, isn't that cute? We're going to take and let's put together one of the embellishments. So we have one of the postage stamp labels, gold laser piece, the witch's hat, and a pumpkin. We're going to open up the Stampin' Spots. I love the Stampin' Spots because they're really good for when you use your Stamparatus. So I'm going to peel off our sentiment. We're going to put it on a block. And all the sentiments will fit on the initial paper pumpkin block that you get with your first kit. So you really never need anything more than that. I just like to use my blocks because they're handy right there. And then be careful not to touch, especially these really rich colors like Cajun Craze and Night of Navy, Rich Raspberry, those dark rich colors. They smear really easy, so just give them a little bit of time to yeah, thought I got some ink on my hand. Give them a little bit of time to dry. Now we're going to take one of the little flowers here and put some glue dots on the back of this. Peel off the backing. I like to apply my glue dots with my paper piercing tool. We don't sell that anymore, but the Take-A-Pick tool works really well for that too. Gives you a little bit more accuracy when placing them. We're just going to attach that to the laser piece, and then I'm going to get my dimensionals. Put a couple dimensionals on the back. Figure out where the next one should go. Peel those off, and that'll give a little nice pop-out effect to the hat. Oops, came apart. Just stick it back together here. And then put the hat on there. And then use a couple glue dots on the flower. Peel those off. Put that on there. And I'm really actually trying to follow the directions that I saw on how they put these embellishments together, but there are so many, and we know we're going to have leftover pieces, and you can just, use your own creativity to put together your embellishments for your crackers. So I'm going to do like 4 different ones for you, just to give you an idea of what I think they look like on the box. So, and actually I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal, sorry. It's all new. Run a line down there and then attach it to the cracker. And I want to find the front I want to find where the seam is and move my bows around to the front. So you don't want the seam showing. And then there's number 1, all done. I found that actually I can get 2 pieces of candy in there like that. The little Kit Kat bars, and there's little Whoppers that come, and I can get 2 pieces of candy in there, so that's good. So I'll just take another 12 inches of the black baker's twine and tie off the other end. One down, 3 to go. Now we're going to work with the cat. So I've got the cat, one of the banner pieces, the Cajun Craze laser piece, a little green vine, gold leaf, gold or yellow, whatever you want to call it, and Cajun Craze leaf, and a flower. And I'm going to put this together really quick for you. We're going to stamp it with a different stamp this time. Make sure I cover that up so I can get everything in it. And this is Trick or treat, spooky or sweet. And I'll speed this up just a little bit so it doesn't get too long here. Here I have another cracker, and this time I'm going to use the other side, so punching out my little pieces. They remind me of a card set we had a few years ago, Christmas quilt I believe it's called. I still have it. Made beautiful quilt pieces with it, so might use some of those for that. I want to make sure that I get a nice crisp edge on my cracker here using my bone folder. And this time we're going to use a different technique to get the adhesive strip off. So I'm going to take my paper piercing tool and get it under the edge. Make sure I've got the glue with it this time. And I do. There we go. Success. Peel it off and then put it right on the edge there again. So make sure I get it all the way to the end. Try to zoom in a little bit for you so you can see it. And these crackers are adorable. I'm going to make them and send them all to my grandsons, and they can have some and then hand some out to some of their friends too. So I'm just using my bone folder on that adhesive just to secure it a little bit more. And then line it up and get the two sides lined up. And give it a good press, seal it. So got that one done. Now we just have to slip the treats in. After we tie off one end, this time I'm going to use the white baker's twine. So actually bring in my ruler and use that and measure out the 12 inches from there. So just a little bit simpler when you have other tools to use. Cut it off with my fabric, my ribbon shears and snips, and tie that up. Now we have number 2 done. Now we're going to go on to number 3. And I'm using one of the swirly things, vine-like things, and the double pumpkin, and Cajun Craze laser piece, and some of the flowers. So and I'll put this together and poking out the little holes there in the center. use a different sentiment this time. And this one says give thanks, and I'm going to use this actually. I've been waiting for my kit because I wanted to use this sentiment on the calendars that I make for the craft fair, and I want to use it on my November calendar. So thankful that it finally arrived. And I'm going to put this together really quick for you too. So. And now we have another one done. Number 3 of 4. For the fourth one, I'm going to be using one of the Cajun laser panels, 2 pumpkins, and 3 different flowers, and a swirly thing, and also a one of the colored banners. And this one's going to say, "Hello, pumpkin." Great for my grandsons. And now we've just completed number 4. So I hope you enjoyed this. It gives you some idea to do how to use all those pieces that are included in this kit. Like I said, there are so many options here. So if you haven't subscribed to Paper Pumpkin, you can do so on my webpage, SharonBrennan.stampinup.net, and there will be a link. And these are the 4 crackers that we made. So thanks for stopping in. If you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up, and take care. God bless. There we go. All set for Halloween. Bye now. Thanks.